I'm here with,
David Nelson.
and I'm asking the question of what is social welfare policy? But first, who are you? What do you do? And where are we?
So we're in Detroit. No. So we are in the space of KIC. KIC is an LGBT African American social justice organization. Um, what?
Look at me.
Oh,
Or look,
wow.
if you look down, you can see that. Don't
Oh,
worry about it. It's okay.
I like seeing myself.
Well, you can look down. Do whatever you want with your eyes. I guess it doesn't matter.
Are you editing this?
No.
Oh, this is
You
raw.
want you want to just start over?
Nah, good. Okay. So yeah, KIC is an LGBT social justice and advocacy organization. We focus on four core areas, which is health and wellness, education and advocacy, careers and employment, and social justice and equity. At the end of every quarter, we host a summit or expo, which pretty much sums up what we've done during the quarter and gives us information on how to access those tools and resources.
Great. So what are you educating people on?
Currently, right now, we've been working on tobacco surveys to give information to the LGBT African American community, um, information on the high rates of tobacco usage, why we use tobacco usage, and the most areas where we end up using tobacco, like mental issues, drugs, things like that.
Okay. Okay, we're still good. My next question is, what is social welfare policy to you?
So, social welfare policy to me is a policy where
What's a
people,
policy? Is it a rule? Is it a
a
guideline? What?
rule, a guideline, systemic way, if you will, um, is something that's put in place to better society. In my personal opinion, sometimes some rules aren't there for everybody.
Please
Um,
elaborate.
so right now, and with KIC, we work with the Elliot Larson Act. So Elliot Larson is basically a rule where we're trying to get passed so it can include the LGBT community in discrimination. So right now, we can get fired or denied housing for being gay or perceived as being gay. Even if you're not gay, you can be the straightest man in the world, but you have that earring on that left side or whatever side it is that means you're gay, and you're perceived as gay.
Wow.
Or you can have a gay best friend and you're straight as hell, but you're associated with this gay man, you're out.
Wow. So when you're educating people about this, how do they react? Are most of them shocked that it is legal to discriminate against LGBT people in housing and in employment?
Yes, I actually came across a lot of different reactions.
Really?
I remember about when I first started really getting involved with Enda and KIC, I was going to a lot of different prides, and I went to Pride. I think it was in Lansing. I think it was Lansing. Um, but I was talking about Enda, and this girl just ratchet as can be. I don't know if I can say that in this video, but she was. I was talking to her about Enda, saying, it's legal for us to be discriminated against and fired just because we are LGBT or associated with the LGBT community. You
Wow.
know, and she said she don't care. Obama don't pay her bills. Obama don't help her go up and down this pole. I'm like, do you want to just be limited going up and down a pole? Not for fun.
What are some other reactions you've had?
Some other reactions I had was like, "That's fucked up." Oh, sorry, can you redo that?
I don't know. Keep going.
That's a real reaction. I'm sorry, but a lot of people don't know. Some people say they do know, and it doesn't affect them because they're okay. They're in the LGBT lifestyle. Their job is okay with them because their job knows about them. But that's just one aspect. What if
Right.
your GM who ain't okay with it, or your regional manager who ain't okay with it, come down there and be like, "Oh well, you got a gay person working for you. I'm not down with that."
Hmm. Have you ever been directly affected by the Elliot Larson Act as far as losing your job or housing?
I did not think I was until I started doing the whole ENDA act. So I think I was like 23. I'm 26 now. I was younger than that. I was like 22, 21. So I was working at this place called Toast. And I was working there with my boyfriend at the time. And I ended up getting fired. And then like 2 or 3 days later, he got fired.
Hmm.
And we was the only two black guys and the only two gay black guys.
So we're not even sure what the discrimination was
We don't know
about.
which discrimination part was. It could have been our race, us being gay, whatever.
Both.
Or both.
So, how do you change the social welfare policy? What actions are you taking personally and Kick as an organization to um, ratify or reform or critique the Elliott Larson to include LGBT individuals?
Um, so we do a lot of outreach, and every event we have, we are putting it in everybody's face, saying, "Hey, sign these petitions so we can have equality in the workplace, and we can get past all these other barriers, so we can get some marriage equality, and we can have the kids, and we can, do all these other things that we want to do as so-called normal people."
We're normal?
We're
What's
more than-
normal?
I think we're more than normal. Shoot, if we can sit there and say what's going on in our lives and not be ashamed about it. That's normal. Okay.
That's normal.
People who out there just talking and don't know what's really going on. I can't cuss. So don't just know what's going on in their own lives, or scared to talk about it, or too ignorant to know what's going on. That's not normal.
That's not.
It's not. That's
Thank
ignorance.
Thank you again for this time and tell us how you feel about social welfare policies and how they affect your direct community. Keep up the fight and be sure to be a part of either funding Woman to Woman or Kick. You can change the flyer.
It's the same.
Woman to Woman is the women's group within Kick that I co-created and co-facilitate every second Friday of the month for LGBT women of color. If you know anybody, please pass along the information. All right. I don't know where my pointer's going.
Oh, that's right. Sorry for the cussing.